Hello. Good morning. Welcome to another ES Futures trading stream. Today is Thursday. It is the second day of October. It is 9:28 a.m. Eastern Time in the US. We have a gap, To close or to start the day, we have a gap to the upside. Just 1 minute before the opening. One of the things that we were talking yesterday before the stream was over was, is this, I guess I close with this question, right? Is this going to be a trending day? Right? Because I have a heavy bias to the downside. However, one of the things that I clearly stated there, it is try to acknowledge the bias that we can have, but not to die with them, right? Be flexible enough to go to get in sync with the market and try to understand what is happening. At the end of the day, we have a trending day. It was really hard actually to get into the what happened here. What? I don't have data? What? Okay, what is going on here? My chats are not working. Huh. Let me. Okay. Oh, come on, man. I'm blind here. Okay. What's going on? Please give me a moment. I need to do something here because I am something went wrong with my charts. Okay, right there. Um, there I needed to activate the data from. I need to activate the data from CME here. All right. Okay, we have inventory, overnight inventory that is 100%, almost 100% long here. We have a gap. This market side attempting to close the gap. ES has failed. Nasdaq is trying to close the gap. The Dow is heading, it seems like it's going to have a breakout to the upside. Very questionable, man. Very questionable. Lows here in for Dow. However, there is something here in Dow. This is very important. This high here for the Dow. I don't like this lows here that come from the overnight. But if this market can take this high out, that will make of this index, this market, that will give us a strong sign here for this market, if it does it now. Russell has look above, is coming back inside, which actually targets the opposite side. Nasdaq is the one that is doing. Oh man, look at these lows here. It's doing really the best attempt to close the gap. Volume is very low. Overall volume is very low here. Okay, well, look at Nasdaq here. There's a lot of whites. No, it actually doesn't. Let me see if this one, if there's some reds come down here. Now, I was saying, I want to talk about yesterday's in a minute, but I need to check what's going on here first. There might be something here. Look at it now, man. I'm checking this market here. It's really look at this one. Boom. We have an outside in now. In the ES, in the Dow here. Let's see if this, what's happening here, can have some impact in the ES. And later, look at this volume here in Nasdaq. If Nasdaq reaches PO overnight POC, it actually may close its gap. Is there any news out there? support this level in the 60 46,700 supporting the Dow. Okay, look at that. If these markets can reach this POC or not POC, there are good odds that this gap is going to be closed. But what I don't see here is volume. Volume is really low, man. It's really low. Okay, we got something in Nasdaq. Let's see how much can we make out of this. No but. Okay, now this low is no good. This low is no good. This low is no good. Let's see if we can close the gap. Oh, I was... Okay. Now, the ES has closed the gap. Russell is back inside previous range. There is a significant retracement in the Dow. Right, this is no good. This can target actually the opposite side. The same thing is this market is lining up with the Russell. Trading is not easy, man. I would be in here with a significant stop if this high would have been taken, but gosh, man, it has to be like that all the time. I did a couple shorts here already. Let's see if we can close this. 6,750. 6,750. How much is 12 points? Gosh, it's a lot of risk there. Now the next thing is taking this. There's a lot of stops here in this area. All right. Now the question would be, is this something? This is something that can be that. Now I am looking actually to yesterday. All of this really questionable rally, right? We have basically starting from half back here, then very questionable low here and here and here, and even pullback that we have down here was to basically to previous all-time high. Still, this is not good, but I think this could be a good area to lock some profits or hedge here, right now, in this area. Yeah. Okay, downside continuation. We'll see settle, being taken, followed by last. Okay. Now I am paying close attention to what the Dow does here. If it travels towards this area, which this index and this one has done, right? By doing so, that would put all the indices in sync. But still, I don't like the volume, man. There is no volume here right now. After I named this stream trending days and gaps, right? We have a trending day. We have a trending day yesterday. Wait a minute here. Let me see if there is some selling that may come from this POC towards this area here. All right. Look at what's doing. Look at what the Dow is doing. It came back to half back and now is challenging this high again. No, look at Dow. Look at what ES is doing. Look at what the Nasdaq is doing. I was saying that yesterday, I had this bias, right? But I was also, it was very clear in my mind what we have here in this area up here. There was a bunch of stops from this overnight, from this session, and from this day, and from this day as well. Both of them. Okay? And we closed the stream with the question that can this be a trending day? And if that's the case, the potential destination could be this area above this high. I never expected to get like over there. It was very, very, very painful to watch this. Very hard to get into this one. I didn't have a good day yesterday, but it helped to have an idea of what can happen. Wait a minute. Right, and it was clear to me, at least, that being short in this market was a really bad idea, because you may have all the signs that the market is weak, the trending, the participants that are moving the market higher are the ones that from the shortest time frame, but that's not the reason, man. That's not a reason to. That's not that enough. Is not a reason to short. To do any kind of short there. Because I was hurt so many times before, and I was waiting for some kind of pullback at the close to do some kind of buying, because I kind of thought that this market could close at the highs actually. I got something down here, but it didn't develop. It didn't develop much here. Not too much, actually. Look at what the Dow is doing. Alright. Um, the ES has something. This low is no. What we had here up here for yesterday. That's what we have here for today in ES. Oh come on! I missed this, man. I was trying to short Nasdaq from overnight POC. I did a couple attempts here. I was stopped out. Uh, but I guess I missed that. I missed that. This low now is taking care of these stops here. Now we have non-farm payrolls coming tomorrow, and after a trending day like the one we have yesterday. But what can follow usually some kind of rebalancing that happens. It can happen at the highs, right? But my question is, who would like to face that number, right? At the highs. So that is giving me some. That's is giving me some idea, right? That the odds for upside continuation in the way that we have yesterday are very low today. I would have loved that this high would have been taken, right? Facing tomorrow. The short would have been safer, which would be better odds for me at the opening if this high would have been taken. Also, volume being higher would have been better too. It looks to me like right now, this looks like a rebalancing of the market taking care of the overnight inventory. Just that, right? All of this that we have yesterday remains in the market. And just to have an idea, right? For the market to deal with this high here, more than 2 weeks had happened, had passed by. I don't expect this to be taken care of today. I don't discard that either, right? But sometimes we just need to have some patience, man. Let's see if this low, this low here, this pullback here holds, and especially this distribution here. It was a very emotional, very elongated market to the upside. We have multiple distributions. We have one here, another one here, another one here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 distributions. I don't pay attention to value when we have a trending day. Look at the Dow, where the Dow is closing. We might close the first period. What about Russell? Let's check Russell. Russell stayed, just took a little bit out of this, is coming back. It's coming back to this high. Let's see if these two markets do the same. No, most of this inventory has been taken care of. Now that can be very misleading for many people here. All right. Look at this high is being challenged. This is support now. Very mechanical, okay? This is very mechanical. I am flat now. I don't have anything here now. I was doing I did a couple shorts here. but I don't have anything now. I think that whatever that could happen has happened here. I need to see something else here, right? This is that part of the cycle, that part of the trade when you plan, execute, monitor, close has been completed. Now I have to reset, right? Now I am the reset part and waiting now. I'm going to close this profile now. I think this has been dealt with. This, I think, man, this could be key. This low here, this pullback. Okay, this pullback here. This one is the reference to monitor. This one here. I want to see what the market does relative to this pullback. Okay, is it builds value above, or if this one is used to buy. The long is very questionable, very risky here right now. Keep an eye on I'm keeping an eye on it. I'm going to close this. I have another chart. Here. What happened to many traders is, you see this market doing this, but you don't have a plan, right? Many don't have a plan. Don't have what a plan consists is you observe the market, got your notes, find an entry point, find an exit point, find an area where to place a trade based on risk, right? From your observations, you calibrate your risk and place a trade. And there are two outcomes from that trade. The trade is going to work or it's not going to work. If it works, good, right? You got the next step is where to start taking profits. I cannot let many people let the market decide that, but we have to know where to take profits before entering the trade. But the most important thing is what happens when the market doesn't do what we expect the market does. That's why we have our stops, right? And we have to place our stop or know where to place our stop before entering the trade and have an idea of what the market can do or an expectation how the market should do it. We may have the market moving in our direction, but if it doesn't in the way we expected, that's an out as well. Sometimes happens as well, the market moves against us, but it doesn't. It doesn't without conviction or with conviction, right? Okay. Now, this would be the third time here that the market uses settle. Volume is slightly higher, slightly lower relative to yesterday. So the opening was really bad, but it has almost matched yesterday's volume, which is not bad really. If you have any questions or comments, please just let me know. The main event here to close the week is non-farm payrolls tomorrow. I am tempted to say that this low here, all right, is not enough for this. These longs that get to the market during the overnight to remove that inventory. This low, I think that's not enough. The selling is coming from POC and Nasdaq. Same goes to the ES. Overnight POC. So the same kind of participation from yesterday. It is here in this market. Very short time frame trading going on here. It was from this day all the way through here and continues today. It was yesterday and it continues today as well. These loans are at risk here now. If this inventory, if this profile, if this day is not some way somehow corrected or rebalanced today, tomorrow will be extremely risky, man. We have a dynamic from yesterday opening, it opened at POC, right? The buy was made from POC, very questionable though. You have a pullback, buying coming from the opening. All of this came from all of what happened yesterday came from the opening. It was bought twice, 2 or 3 times, and then up we go, exactly from the opening. The next thing, held back, right? Held back here, they couldn't hold. If inventory starts to accumulate here sideways, if we have sideways trading, if we have a rotational day today, that can give us some opportunities tomorrow. I'm bringing back this. Look at that. Look at it down, man. I think this would be key today. If Russell takes this low out, that would put this market to the downside. That will put a trend. That will give direction, not to the downside because it's still an inside day, but can target this low. There's still a lot of room here for the Dow to say that, but this level, this tremendous back and forth from this level, the next one is this one here. If this one falls, I think we can see something here to the downside. Check this. This is the beauty of profiles here, histograms here. Right? You see volume here, accumulation of volume here. It doesn't have extension, okay? It doesn't have extension, and now we are having more volume coming in the same area. There's selling here. There's selling here. What can happen if this selling does not have downside extension? But the markets revisiting previous day range targets the opposite side. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but just be careful, okay? All the talks are the government shut down. Second day shutdown. I am contemplating the possibility of this market can, if that shutdown is resolved, there could be some selling here. If it doesn't happen right away, that changes everything. You know, the rebalancing of the overnight inventories is almost how can I say this? It's a popular trade. That's all. Right? Sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, but it's very popular out there. That trade has been completed now. Yeah? That's why I don't have anything here now. If I did something or if I did not, that's another story. What about uh, what about bonds? Uy, uy, uy. We have short covering yesterday in the bond market. There's some rebalancing going on today. Oh, look at this! Look at crude, man. Hmm. There's immense pressure here to the downside. This high is no good. This high is no good. This high is no good in Nasdaq. This high is no good in the Dow. And this high is no good in Russell as well. So the same thing that we had yesterday to the upside. It seems, man, like we may have the same thing to the downside. Now Russell is targeting these lows here. There's a bunch of stops here that can fuel further break towards the opposite side. The Dow is challenging this level, this 700 now. If this falls, I mean, the downside extension are increases here. It still doesn't have direction. It's an inside bar. Both ES, Nasdaq, on top of the Dow. What do you have out there? Do you have anything? I'm very worried about this short inventory here. And this is the thing, right? We have a market. Let's check this out. We have a market that's going higher, okay? Just look at this, daily, high. There's 2 days to the upside. Weekly is to the upside. Potentially 6650. What is 6650? 6650 is down here. This question of low. Oh, look at that. Look at that. What didn't happen here is now, okay, or it is the base of this trend line here for this 3-week range here. Huh. Okay, wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. I'm going to put something different so I can notice, I can remember that. This is support. This line here is this one here. What was I saying? What was I saying when I saw this? Oh, I was talking about this market is going higher, even if today it comes all the way down to this. Okay. There's something here. There's something else. 67.14. It may come down all the way down to here, right? Well, to this spike base from this day, which is the same that we have here as well. So this area, okay. This area here, this is still, if the market comes down all the way down to here, it's still a market to the upside. Look at that, man. This is so bad now. Okay, we have something here, we have something here, we have something here. Okay, let's put this down here as well. These are the stages. If there's any break, this could be the stages of the break. The thing is, I was saying this market is to the upside, right? All is to the upside, and still inventory is short. It's way up here, but inventory is short. Now we have direction here. This is value so far. Now volume is coming down here. Let's see how far this retracement, this rally can go. Okay. All right, look at this. We have three indices now. You have the Dow that has taken the low, so this is the directions to the downside. ES, Russell, the only one that is holding this market now is Nasdaq, and it's forming an inside bar here. Really narrow inside bar. Let's see if this inside bar can last the whole period, and maybe something may come out of this. For this market to take care of this overnight inventory here, which was long, right? Was it? No, was short. If you take care of this or this all the stuff that are here, it kind of like needs to come down to here, right? But coming down to here puts another one, has another one. First you have this. First you have this. Right? There's a bunch of steps. Correcting this, bring the market down here. But bringing the market down here give us more stops from this area, right? So all of this long inventory probably have some interest in this area here. And if this one falls, this also may. This may fall later. This is different. ES is different. Nasdaq is different. The way how Nasdaq is working, it is slightly different, right? We have a lot of interests built around this area. Okay, but what happened here is different. We have this. I don't have. How can I do this? There's potential for firecracker effect here because if this stop here, if this stop of this bar is taken, then we have another one, then the other one, then the next one, there's the next one, then next one, and this market may come down all the way down to this area here, right? To this distribution here that we can see here. This one here from yesterday, and this could be a key. You know, I'm talking about this is just one scenario, right? This is, I think it's important to have more than one scenario in mind. That will help to come back to fight biases here. Many times the markets, what the markets do, it may come down to this area, for example. It may come down to this area, right? Market takes care of this short inventory from the very, the most weakest traders out there, which is the overnight, comes down here, holds, and start trading sideways here. That's also another possibility. As long as Nasdaq holds, I think we may have some rotation in the other indices, but who knows? Halfway into B, still an inside body Nasdaq. If Nasdaq comes back all the way up to the 88 or something like that, or 90, that can actually risk some upside here, can give us some upside, maybe towards this high here, or maybe towards this area here, towards the 100. That would be a very weak base for any break, man. The ES already has a weak base. This got to be very careful here. Be very careful here with. Remember what happened yesterday. Something like that may happen today also, but it can happen in the opposite direction. Very hard to get into that kind of market. The dust is settling here. It looks like it looks like tomorrow's number, maybe what everybody's thinking now. uh, Now this distribution has been closed, okay? Which put this one. This low is no good, this high is no good, this high is no good. This area here, okay, this area is the next thing to the downside. One of the things that I use to start the day, that I am starting to use, is, meditation is I found out is really important. No, this guy Chips Okureke, I found him really good. He has a soothing voice. He can guide meditation. Deepak Chopra also has some nice videos that can guide you. In meditation. And if I find myself like just staring at the screen and there's nothing out there, more likely I will come to some of these ones. Okay, look at this. Look at what the ES is doing. Look at what Nasdaq is doing. All right, the Dow has come down to this area here. Now, it may stop here or may have some downside. To take care of this inventory here, it actually needs to take this low. Needs to take yesterday's low. That will put that market. That will give a total rebalancing of yesterday's inventory, facing or in front of tomorrow's number. Now I wonder if Nasdaq can have a selling here. It may have some quick upside here. If that happens, I guess I may do something there. The same dynamic that we have for Nasdaq, I mean for the Dow, the same thing goes for Russell. This area here may need to be taken care of. This one here has been dealt with. Right? Very similar. These two markets are very similar. The only one that is not in sync is Nasdaq. All them are inside days. I mean, I look above and failure, look above and failure, look above and failure, and Nasdaq is holding. I was one idea that I have as as I saw this market coming down here, forming this volume here in this area. Also, I was expecting the market to come back up to here, kind of close to the opening, maybe in this area, and short it from here. It never came up. It never gave me the chance. I just used yesterday's high to sell from that. Very mechanical. Same goes for Nasdaq. Nasdaq opening is, just let me check this. What is market? My market is up here. This is the opening. Right now, daily hardback is this. Okay, so this high is very, very questionable. I wouldn't short from here. This one, I have nothing here. No intentions to do anything here. Man, my biggest loss came yesterday from the Dow. I look at that, man. It happens, man. It just happens like that. And the irony is, I got this market. I got the market right here. When the market has this inside bar, it holds. If the market come down, kind of like 2 or 3 ticks to my stop, it just rallied from there. But because the way how it was doing it, I moved my stop. I tightened my stop because I didn't like it how it was happening, and I missed most of the movement. Now check this out. Right? This inventory here in Russell, this one here in the Dow, because these two are very similar today, is not the same like as this one here. Right? This low is extremely weak here. For I'm talking about Russell. The Dow as well. It actually came to that level that we put here somewhere within the last 30 minutes. These two laws are very, very, very weak, man. But it doesn't mean it is not going to hold. This one actually is seen, because now we have seen what kind of traders are in this market, what kind of participants are in the market, very short time frame traders, right? Trading. And that kind of trading has a tendency to see those levels as, or use those levels as support resistance. And they just use that. If the market holds that level, okay, this is it. This is my base. And then I'm going to use that. Now we have an inside bar Nasdaq. It's about to take that high. Look at that. Look at that, man. Look at that high in Nasdaq. This one here. Gosh, man, this is very dangerous. There, I won't do anything there. The same kind of weakness that I see in Russell and the Dow to the outside, I seen that in Nasdaq to the downside. I mean, what would you like would be short in Nasdaq right now? Pay attention to what those last two words, right now. Come on, man. Look at that. Well, you got one ticket. Here you have one ticket stop. I mean, if the market comes down here, comes back up here, boy, that's. I'm looking to the upside there, actually. Come on, man. No, don't tell me you're going to stop here. Don't tell me you're. If this high is taken and this low holds, that will just give us more of what we had yesterday. So this one is not good. Let me put a sign there. This one here is not good, but so is this one. But and this one is even bigger, right? That's not good. Now, we have 1-4 here. I usually use this kind of prints, in this case to short, but I missed that. Notice where value is here now. Value is lowering a little bit here. It's moving lower, right? It's moving lower. But it's in the upper side. It is in the upper side of yesterday's profile. Look at that, and look at that. I'm sorry, man, got nothing here. It seems like we have the shutdown here. I don't think it's going to be resolved today, right? But remember, uncertainty is key in this business. We never know. Something may happen Something may happen out of nowhere, right? Got to be very alert to that now. All right. These two indices are targeting this low. And now check this out. By checking this area here, in this market, check this. Now it's even weaker than before. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lows. 4 or 5 lows here and down. And guess what we have below? So this market actually may come, man. May come to this area. 4 or that we account for the whole rebalancing of yesterday's, if it comes down to here. There is still here more downside potential. The same goes for same goes to Russell. Nasdaq has no direction yet. It's the only one that has no direction here, and actually has good odds, or better odds to have some upside. Really, it has an inside bar that it still has not resolved. I think there's a lot of ice here in this market here right now. Gosh, the pressure here in the ES. Look at that, man. Inventory is getting short at the highs. Many people cannot understand, cannot grasp that how inventory can be short at the highs. It is short, it's getting short at the highs. Market is going higher, but there is short inventory. The predominant inventory right now is short. There's a lot of shorts here. This one has been corrected. Look how mechanical this trade is in the Dow, right? I have put these levels here before the market, before these periods printed, and look what the market is doing. That selling from here, next thing selling from here, and now it's buying from here, from this one. What is next? Very, very mechanical, right? So if I can see this, guess what? Everybody can see it. This market, it is high stake, and there was some quick upside here. But the thing is, nothing has happened yet, right? Nothing has happened yet. A lot of losses come when we, in my case, when I try to up from the market, okay, this high is not good. It's going to fall. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be long here before it happens. I'm going to make a lot of money. Right? That's where my biggest losses came from. Sometimes it's better to be a little bit late than too early. Also, to close is better to be a little bit early, right? That's why, that's why it's important to plan. Look at that. Look at what happened. It didn't happen. It just didn't happen. How far has it rotated? Like 20 points, 30 points. I'm talking about Nasdaq. Who knows? Maybe this will happen after this market do something really, right? Finish the downside and start trending and start to rotate, right? The only index that has done anything is Nasdaq. It's still to the upside, no direction yet. Breaking the inside bar to the downside puts the market back into yesterday's range and puts all the indices in sync. All right. I'm going to take a break here. Unless you have any questions, man, I'm going to be calling it a day here. All eyes are on. If there's one thing here, if inventory gets too short here, right, it gets too short, that will, but without correcting yesterday's inventory, without correcting these areas, for example, that will put, or at least will put traders in a really tough position, right? Because the reaction to the number can be really bad or it can be really good. If the inventory is too short at the high, what can happen, regardless of what the number is, we can have a spike to the upside. Because inventory is short, just because of that. You know, it is easier to short the squeeze or to squeeze the shorts. Just to find a better area to sell the market, right? To sell the market, just to that. And being the loan so weak now, also the potential to the downside is huge as well, right? In the same way how we have put these areas of interest in these indices, we already have these and explain these areas for the ES, but it doesn't mean it has to happen, right? Before going over here, we have this distribution to deal with. Right? If the market comes down inside this distribution, the next obvious reference is this low here, and the completion, or if I'm going to monitor for continuation, will be the closing of the distribution. Now, the next thing, right? The next index that I'm watching here is this Nasdaq. Inventory is very short here. It is very obvious. This is the one that is way more obvious than all of these. Inventory is very short here in this market, and it's unbelievable to say that when this market is at the all-time highs. I think it's making all-time highs, right? Is it? Let me double check. It is my belief. Yeah, it is making. It is at the all-time high. However, inventory is short, right? Current inventory is very short. which puts the fuel there. The fuel for upside continuation is there. This area here, the closing of the distribution, it is support because it's also the previous all-time high. This can be a relevance. Also is last. Yesterday's last. Okay. Alright guys, I wish you have a wonderful rest of the day. I have nothing than say goodbye. See you tomorrow.